Hello, Jacques. How are you in Cape Town, South Africa?
Hello, Alfonso. Good to see you. Really good to see you. So nice to chat.
It's so nice to chat as well. It's good to hear you're safe and sound in
Yeah.
South Africa. And today I've given Jacques Weyers the challenge to talk about four of his favorite images. He's a world-renowned fashion photographer. I'll be putting his web links and other social network links at the bottom of this video. But I'll pass that over to you, Jacques, with the challenge.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Let me share my screen here quickly. All right, fantastic. So I thought I'd start with this one of my more commercial shoots from last year. And I chose one of this image specifically because of this beautiful drama scene that you see unfolding behind here. We chose this location for the beautiful earthy tones of the collection for a client from Norway. Yeah, and this sort of started with these little sort of smoke puffs going on in the backdrop. There's something that I could really not have sort of set up myself, one of those beautiful scenes. And as we started to shoot and to get ready, this smoke just grew and grew and grew and grew and started to create this very dramatic effect. In fact, these flames ended up going all the way over the Franschhoek Pass to a small town called Franschhoek, where there's a lot of wine, part of the wine route. So yeah, it was just one of those things that just worked out so beautifully, those things that you can't plan. So just moving on to my second image here, I was asked by a local client, South African client, to do a shoot in my hometown of Durban. Now, as a teenager, I used to go and hang out at the China Mall, watch movies with my friends. It's subsequently turned into quite a dangerous area. In fact, one of the most dangerous areas in Durban. The guy carrying the cart, he basically normally operates on the beachfront in Durban. It sort of carries the tourists around, but I decided to bring him more into this sort of area. You don't find them down in the sort of the downtown parts of the city. And this model I managed to find in a street casting, and it was just I think more kind of remembering where it was to where it is now, and how things can change. And this sort of image really is one of my favorites, purely because of the fact that it's a street cast girl, and this very sort of dramatic rickshaw puller who needed some coercing to actually get him down into this neighborhood. We had to really give him some extra bit of tips to get him down there, but it actually turned out really, really beautiful. In fact, if you could have just seen the amount of people behind me, it was actually quite exquisite. Then I've, trying to help the community, I came across these street dancers in the Cape Flats. Now, that's also quite a dangerous area of South Africa and Cape Town. These guys don't have really any way of sort of improving themselves, so I tried to incorporated them into a shoot for Tokyo James. Set up sort of social networks for them, and got them out there. And some of my DJ friends actually used them for some events. So, that worked out really well. I just love this scene. These guys had so much energy and could do backflips, and, just incredible talent, really deserving of being known out there. So that was just one of the images I really, really loved. And then this goes back to my model that I cast a few months before this. I actually came back to Durban to do this. Now this guy with the face paint is sort of replicating the Mekweta, which is when boys move into manhood, they have to go through this sort of tribal initiation, and they have to paint their faces. So I sort of saw this, the comparison between the white faces, and, just very striking images. I don't even really know why I love them so much, but I think it's just the drama of it, and being able to just do something a little bit more than just fashion, and then also incorporating a Durban designer to try and give them a bit of exposure, also something that's quite difficult for them to get. So yeah, so those are my four favorite pictures and the reasons behind them.
Fantastic. Well done. Very interesting. I like how you're trying to help the local people, and also incorporating other elements into a fashion shoot, which collaborating with people in other creative outlets too. That's really fantastic. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Jacques. That was fantastic. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I'll be putting your website details at the bottom, and please visit Jacques' website. Follow him on Instagram and all the other social networks. He has linked on his site, if any. But look at his website. There's many other very related and interesting projects that are worth exploring. I had a really good time looking at that. Spent like an hour looking at that earlier today. But thanks a lot for your time. All the best,
Thank you,
and
Alfonso.
stay
Appreciate it.
safe in
Thank you so much.
South
You too,
Africa.
yeah.